Alright, so let's begin. I didn't even think in the last episode, I believe it was Oster was talking about Mararo, and how Mararo was the one who I forget if he said he vouched for us or whatever. But anyways, he said, "Oh yeah, Mararo said he's a good dude" or something to that effect. That's because obviously Mararo was in contact with Ukon, who is in turn Oster. They're the same guy. So that made more sense. That's why it wasn't Ukon who recommended us. Alright, let's keep going. Nekone shoots me a venomous look and returns to her seat. Sheesh, that was a terrible experience. Well, forgive her, eh? She's been a bookworm since she was little. She's not used to socializing. Oni-sama? Dearest brother. Now, what were we talking about? Oh, right, all the suspicious business. Nekone might have gotten herself worked up about it, but what you said wasn't really wrong. My other identities meant to do the things the Imperial Guard of the Right can't, like break the law. I only wanted to be a soldier who helped the people, sharing in their joys and sorrows like my dad did. With that ambition, I set out from the boonies. Thanks to the help of my old mentor, I became a rank-and-file guard. Then, through a bunch of good luck and weird coincidences, I rose up through the ranks. But I don't know where or how it happened, but somehow I ended up being named the Imperial Guard of the Right. I worked hard to get ahead so I could go home with my head high. But I never imagined I'd end up with all this. To be honest, it wasn't even my intention to get such a big fancy title. If certain people heard that, they would probably cry and throw a shameless tantrum on the spot. I don't think it's a position one can get only with coincidence, luck, and minimal effort. Well, however it happened, the Imperial Guard of the Right can't share in the people's joys. The most I can do is patrol the city. I only caught the bandits by working with the Imperial Guards. But if you have that much power, why don't you just do whatever you want and not worry about the details? You understand nothing. If that were an option, we would not be having these talks. As the Imperial Guard of the Right, Yamato's prestige rests upon my brother's dear shoulders. If my dear brother moves, Yamato moves. Warriors gather if he calls, and soldiers ride if he rides. He cannot move about so easily. And that is why we are in our present state, with no choice but to leave various tasks to other people. I don't really understand, but it seems like a load of trouble. Suppose so. That's the reason I became Ukon. I've exposed corrupt officials, fought with thugs, cracked down on thieves, all kinds of stuff. One second. I don't know. BGM's just really loud. I get all choked up when I think of how my father watched over the lives of the people, too. But even that's been getting difficult recently, too. I'll turn it back up. I've done too much, and even now, Ukon's starting to become widely known. Recently, folks have been snooping around, and if I do anything else, I might get found out. So now I can't cause any huge ruckus like I'm used to doing. Probably time I call it quits. Wait, he isn't gonna ask. I see. So that's what this is all about. This is just a wild guess, but you aren't going to tell us to do that stuff in your place, right? Ukon grins, as though he's been waiting for these words. You catch on quick, just as I expected from you, kid. I want the kid to take over Ukon's duty and protect the people and the capital as undercover agents. We haven't known each other for that long, but I trust you guys. You have an awfully high opinion of Haku. Well, I might not look it, but I'm a good judge of character. So how about you, Missy? How about me indeed? Hold it. This is all way too sudden. This isn't good. I had a bad feeling about this from the start. This guy's planning on putting me to work. I just wanted to lead an idle life for a bit. So what kind of jobs are you planning on making us amateurs do? Ah, easy stuff. Patrols, tidying up. There's cleaning the gutters or exterminating pests like before. Exterminating pets, cleaning the gutters. Wait, what's with that tidying and cleaning the gutters? That's the same thing I was thinking. I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm reading the words and I can't tell what's going on. Haku can't tell what's going on either. Oh, I do whatever's requested. If anything, those jobs show up more than anything else. There's also... He hesitates for some reason. What else? Well, there are plenty of other things. Is this like something lewd, or is this something dangerous? I guess he's telling us to figure it out ourselves. He mentioned something about crimes, so there should also be dangerous, illegal stuff included in there. Though that Gigiri extermination and the bandit suppression were unexpected, there were some casualties. It's a triple threat of tough, dirty, and dangerous. So on top of being forced to work, I'd be saying goodbye to my precious, peaceful life. No chance. Yep, no chance. I'm not cut out for the violent stuff. I know you want to rely on us, but sorry. So how's the pay? You, what are you asking him with that unconcerned smile? Negone. Ignoring my confusion, Ukon looks to his sister, who pulls out a small bag and sets it on her tray. First off, this ought to cover initial expenses. Ukon opens the small bag and empties some of the gleaming contents onto the tray. You're being awfully careful. Unmarked gold leaves less of a trail. We gotta take our security where we can get it. Use this funding to secure your post or hire some extra hands. Succeeding Ukon or not, it'd be tough for you and the Missy to start out with nothing. Alright, we'll accept. You don't get to decide that, Missy. Huh? What's wrong? Don't you what's wrong me? You can't accept something that easily without thinking about it. Don't worry. It might not seem like it, but I have thought things through. I don't know if that should make me even more worried. I know I'm the one who asked, but you're sure about this? I'm sure you can already tell, but... Are you talking about the expenses budget? I should have figured you'd pick up on it. Well, it would be more than enough if we were to accept this as an advance payment.
支度金となるとどう見積もっても少々足りないんじゃないかなってくらいには。
But if it's intended to outfit an entire group, it's a bit short no matter how I calculate it.
だよな。
Right. Diona. Ukon scratches his disheveled hair in a familiar motion.
だが今出せるのはそれで限界だ。
But this is all I can offer at the moment.
これは調停を通した正式な雇用じゃねえからな。俺のところからではそれが精一杯でな。
'Cause it isn't official employment through the court, see? That's all coming out of my own pocket.
それだとちょっと困っちゃうかな。別にそれでも構わないけど。
We're in a bit of a bind if that's the case. Though I don't mind that much.
だからおい、なんでそう簡単に引き受ける？安請け合いにも程があるぞ。
Hey, why are you accepting this so easily? That's a really hasty commitment there.
だって面白そうだから。こういう隠密みたいのを一度やってみたかったんだ。
Well, it sounds interesting. I've always wanted to try this sort of undercover work.
民に紛れて密命のために暗躍する。なんかかっこいいよね。
Kakui. Working behind the scenes, carrying out orders, hidden among the public. There's something cool about that.
かっこいいって。
Kakui.
お前な、
Cool? Come on.
結構無茶を言っといてなんだが、本当にいいのか？王禄の交渉すらしてねえし、姉ちゃんらしくねえと思うんだがな。
Yeah, what's going on? I know it's unreasonable, but is this really okay? We haven't negotiated pay. It's just not like you, Missy.
おい、こいつはこいつで無茶を承知で話を持ちかけてきやがったのか。
What, he brought this to us knowing it's totally unreasonable?
いいよ。こんな面白そうなことに乗らない手はないから。
It's fine. I couldn't pass up something this interesting after all.
もう突っ込んだも疲れた。
I'm tired of coming up with comebacks.
クオン殿、かたじけない。恩に着る。
Thank you, Lady Kuon. I am in your debt. With a grave look, Ukon bows low, as though observing the formality as the Imperial Guard of the Right.
姉様、ありがとうございますです。
Arigato, One-sama. Thank you, dearest sister. Nekane bows as Ukon does. It's plain to see her overflowing adoration for Kuon.
そういうわけでして、ルルティエ様。
Well, that being the case, Lady Ruatea. Yeah. Ruatea had only been an outside listener until now, turns red at the sudden direct address.
お聞きいただいた通り、それがしの役目をクオン殿たちへお任せすることになりました。
As you have heard, I'll be leaving my duties to Lady Kuon and the others. Yeah.
そこでルルティエ様にはその手助けをお願いしたく思います。
And I'm thinking of asking you to help them, Lady Ruatea.
何？
What?
私もですか？
Me help?
はい。先日お預かりした九十里王よりの文にその旨が綴られておりました。
Yes, a suggestion to that effect was in the Owl of Kujuti's letter, the one I received from you.
王禅殿はルルティエ様可愛さのあまり鳥のようにカゴに閉じ込めたかもしれぬと。
Lord Ozen wrote that out of great love for you. He feels as though he kept you trapped like a caged bird.
だから都にいる間に多くの人と触れ合い、世間への見聞を広めさせてほしいと。
Thus, while you remain in the capital, he would have you meet others and broaden your experience.
お父様が。
Father said...
なればこのことは良い機会かと。困難もありましょうが、力強く羽ばたくには時に嵐も必要でしょう。
I see no better chance than this. It may be hard, but a storm can prove the strength of one's wings.
た 私もそう願います。
Yes, I also wish to do that.
というわけでアンちゃん、ウルティエ様のことも頼めるか？
So with that, can I ask you to take care of Lady Ruatea too, kid?
だからちょっと待ておい。それはただ面倒事を押し付けただけと違うか。
Hey, hold on. He's just dumping all the stuff he doesn't want to do, to deal with on us.
ルルティエの前だからそれを言えないのが立ちが悪い。
It makes it worse that I can't say that in front of Ruatea.
ハク様、クオン様、どうかよろしくお願いします。
Sir Haku, Miss Kuon, it'll be a pleasure working with you. Ruatea bows to us.
よろしくね。
I'm looking forward to it. Kuon shakes Ruatea's hand happily. Her face holds a cordial smile, but her tail sways vigorously. It seems she approves of all this business with Ruatea joining.
この野郎。一国の姫さんの面倒とか。無茶ぶりが過ぎるだろう。
That bastard, just offhandedly asking us to look after a princess? Oh, you can go back? Okay. So it's L. I glare at Ukon, making sure Ruatea can't see me.
まあなあ、お詫びと言ってはなんだが、こいつもつけてやるからよ。
Well now, I don't know if it'll make up for much, but I'll have this one join you too. Huh? Is this the first time we've heard her theme? I think so. He nudges his sister forward, who had been waiting at the side with ceremonious politeness.
兄様、何を言うですか。
What are you saying, dear brother? Flapping her hands in a flustered manner, Nekone looks to Ukon.
なんなら、おめえさんの好きにしてくれてもいいんだぜ。
Feel free to have her handle whatever jobs need doing, eh?
兄様。
Dearest brother!
まあ、そいつは冗談として、こう見えても頭は優秀だからな。何かしらの力になると思うぜ。
Haha. Honestly, she may not look it, but she's got a good head on her shoulders. She'll help you.
幸いなことに、そっちの界隈でもまだ顔バレしてねえしな。
It's a good thing she's not as recognizable as I am yet.
兄様、冗談にしてもひどいのです。
Dearest brother, this is a cruel joke.
勉強をしなくてはならないですし、兄様のお手伝いもあるのです。
I have my studies to attend to, and I have a duty to assist you, dearest brother.
それに、こんな変態と一緒にいて、何されるか分かったものじゃないのです。
Besides, if I stay with this hentai, who knows what he'll do?
誰が変態だ。そんな貧相な体に手なんか出すか。勉強の前にもっと色気というものを学んでから言え。
I'm not gonna lay a finger on some scrawny little gal. Try again when you know what sex appeal is. Uh-oh.
いいじゃねえか。机の前に座ってるだけじゃ得られねえ知識だってある。
It's fine.
知識が偏っていては立派な学士にはなれねえぞ。
It's fine. Some things you can't learn from behind a desk. A scholar can't limit their perspective.
俺は猫根に書物だけの知識でよう語ってほしくねえのさ。
Nekone, I don't want your only knowledge of the world based on things you read in books.
兄様、でも、だからって。
But, dear brother, that is no reason to.
まあとにかく世間知らずのまま取り返しのつかないことになる前に少々世間の荒波に揉まれた方がいいという兄心であってだな。
Well, I think you ought to see the world before your naivety causes something that can't be undone.
そのせいで取り返しのつかないことになったらどうするです。
And what are we to do if this degenerate does something that can't be undone?
そしたら責任を取ってもらえばいいんじゃねえの。変な虫がつくよりずっと安心だと思うがな。
Have him take responsibility, I guess. It's safer than attracting some sleazebag off the street.
おいちょっと待て。
Wait, hold on.
虫なのです。
As I have been saying before you, it's the sleaziest of all possible bags.
誰が虫だっての。
Who's a sleaze bag?
ああ、そうそう。猫根はオシトルではなくウコンの妹ということになっているから気をつけてくれ。
Ah, that reminds me. Nekone is Ukon's sister, not Oster's. So you better be careful with that.
オシトルの妹と知られた場合、猫根を利用しようとする輩が現れねえとも限らんからな。
If people found out she's Oster's sister, we might get folks showing up to take advantage of Nekone.
そうじゃなくて。
If you just listen.
こんな大変態で超特大の変な虫、頼りになるわけないです。
There's no way that this foul pervert, this bag of unadulterated sleaze is reliable.
大丈夫だ。こう見えても人を見る目だけはあるつもりだ。
Don't worry, I know it's hard to tell, but the one thing I have is an eye for people.
そいつが感じてるんだ。あんちゃんは信用できるってな。
And my eye's telling me I can trust this kid.
兄様が信用してるとか親しくしている連中にろくなのがいないということに関しては無視ですか。
Are you ignoring the fact that there is not a single decent person among your allies, dearest brother?
いや、なことは。
Well, that's not...
兄様は人を見る目だけあるのではなく、人を見る目だけないのです。節穴なのです。
An eye for people is not the one thing you have. It is the one thing you do not have. You are blind.
そもそも姉様だけ呼べばいいものをこれを呼んだのがいい証拠です。
You should have simply called for dear sister, but your calling for this cretin is proof of poor judgment.
節穴が節穴を呼んだのです。
The blind is attempting to lead the blind,
私を貧相な体というぐらいこれは節穴なのです。
and this cretin is blind enough to say I'm merely a scrawny kid. Ukon averts his eyes, looking carefully away from Nekone's gaze.
どうしてそこで目をそらすですか。
Why do you look away from me at that? Oh, Nekone. This is gonna be rough.
さて、それじゃあ始めようか。
Alright, so I'll stop here for now. That was a good little segment. So this is video 24? Or 23? Next one's gonna be 24? Okay. I gotta try to remember which video is which. I think I have to upload 2 of them, so I'll see you then. Bye.